Want to hear about a decent game killed by its artistic design and not being playtested at all? Well, stay a while and listen then, you deaf bastard. Before we go into the video, let me tell you about Madrex platform that I use for crypto investments and tell you about NFT gaming, which is where all of gaming could end up in a couple of years, so better to start paying attention to it now and make some money. Problem with cryptocurrencies is that there are simply too many to keep track of, and investigating thousands of currencies is full-time job. If you are like me and want to invest but don't have the time to research for hours and hours each and every day what is worth investing into, Madrex platform can help tremendously. What is so special about Madrex? Biggest selling point are coin sets. Coin sets are baskets of cryptocurrencies based on a theme, allowing investment into ideas that you believe in, which also leads to growing wealth, of course. You can see here many coin set choices of Madrex. Blue chip are the ones that have most utilization and are considered strongest on the market and safest investment. By investing into this coin set, 50% goes to Bitcoin, 33.72% Ethereum, BNB 6.28%, ADA 5% and Sol 5%. Percentages are based on market cap and are updated each month based on changes in the market with goal of maximizing profit without you having to do anything but collect profits after some time. Since this promotion's goal is to make viewers aware of NFT gaming, I am now investing $200 into NFT gaming coin set to see how much profit I can take while bull run still lasts. Any of these coins can explode any and every day because NFT market is booming, and best thing about it is that I don't have to do anything anymore on my part, but take profit when I feel like it. Don't trust Madrex coin sets? Well, there are user created coin sets that are rated by community of over 50,000 investors that you can subscribe to. Madrex is noob investors' dream how easy it is to navigate and invest. Securely connect Madrex wallet to exchanges like Binance to move balance back and forth and start investing. Currently there are no fees when investing into coin sets, which is extremely rare but won't last forever, so join in as soon as you can, and if you want $25 to invest, click the link in the description to start auto trade and generate passive income. This video is extremely subjective when talking about graphics, as I generally don't like pixelated graphics but can turn a blind eye to my subjectivity if it is nicely created with details being clear. For example, I like Dead Cells game as pixelated graphics there don't bother me at all. If I'm being totally honest, I don't see any appeal in pixelated stuff, even though I was gaming through the 90s where there were games utilizing pixelated graphics and when 3D graphics started to appear. Back then everything was pixelated to a degree, be it 2D or 3D, whether they wanted it or not. Now we are in a day and age where games have amazing artistic designs, even with low quality graphics. It doesn't mean games today need to strive being like Crysis back in the day to be beautiful. Not at all. Crysis is one of those games that are quite mediocre when it comes to mechanics, even with all the flashy stuff. I'm not the guy stuck on graphics in any game because I value substance over appearance and usually don't even mention graphics under negatives in game reviews, even if I don't like it, because it isn't that relevant to me, and also because AA and indie games can't compete with AAA games in that aspect due to budget limitations. They offset that with more artistic visuals, which is great, but problem with art is that it is extremely subjective. Now we get to Mechajammer and its artistic design. This is first time ever I'm doing video about one thing in a game that completely killed it for me, while game itself being actually decent. Although not the only thing that is mediocre or bad. Mind you, I have read some reviews and what people praise the most is graphic design. So don't listen to me if you like pixelated graphics. Someone even said that it is graphically similar to old Fallout games, which to me is a ridiculous statement. If this game had Fallout 1 or Fallout 2 graphics, I would be much more satisfied. Problem I have with Mechajammer graphics is the blurriness of it all. Details in this game are at times unrecognizable and it bothers me. Characters look atrocious and key details are easily missed. I have total of 4 hours in this game and can't go on, just can't. My eyes are looking away and I hate myself for the fact I'm dissing decent game because of its graphics. Also don't have any other games to talk about, so fuck it. Might as well make the video, put that paid promotion in and be done with Mechajammer and promotion. 2 in 1. What about the game itself? What is even Mechajammer? It is CRPG set in some type of sci-fi world with great deal of freedom when it comes to character creation and playstyles. Character creation resembles Fallout to a degree. I like this system where age and life experiences matter, so young person can never be as wise and as proficient in wide variety of different skills, and older person cannot be as athletic as young one. Wide variety of skills would accommodate for different playstyles if game was tested properly, which is factual issue unlike my subjective graphics critique. Character creation would be one of the best if game was balanced and tested, if not for flaws that kill enjoyment to a degree. More jobs to life experience you pick, more flaws your character has. Worse, same addiction to drugs, fear and many others. PTSD and exhaustion can break the game and not in your favor, proving that there was no testing done, which is really important in RPGs to see how utilization of wide variety of skills and feats impact the game. Combat is another issue. It might seem like a great idea at first, but there is huge flaw within it. It is turn-based mixed with real time. Biggest advantage of turn-based system compared to any other combat system is precision. Biggest downside is that it is time consuming. So Mecha Jammer combines turn-based with real pause in a way that when combat starts, when you take an action, enemy takes an action too. If player stands still, enemy stands still. Cool but very flawed concept, especially with such pixelated graphics where misclicks are going to happen a lot. Not to mention that such concept is okay for melee combat, but for ranged it is utter disaster, which can be solved easily thankfully. Mecha Jammer devs made a huge mistake by making bullets travel instead of just creating impact animation with added blood and wound effect. Huge issue is that when you shoot, enemy and bullets move at the same time. Unless you are Neo from the Matrix, bullets travel way faster than humans can. Don't get me wrong, they travel faster in Mecha Jammer 2, but not fast enough. I like the idea of turn-based with real time because it is so much faster, but such system needs to be extremely precise because corrections are impossible, and when you don't test things, the result is not good. Rest of the game for first couple of hours that I managed to force myself to play was good in a way that there is enough freedom to utilize some elements and enough freedom of movement. Game is hard, but not in a good way like Souls games for example. It is frustrating and annoying because you are trying to fight with system and design issues most of the time. Cool feature that I don't see in RPGs often and I think it should be used more is Notepad. Open up Notepad anytime and write important info in game. Love it. I would add also WASD movement option, quick save and quick load buttons cause I couldn't find them. There is one element of Mecha Jammer that doesn't need improvement because it is perfect already, and it is music. Stellar, nothing else needs to be said. Based on everything that I've said, you might think that I really don't like this game, which is not true at all. I don't like being so critical about indie CRPGs in particular because I want this genre to thrive, but you can't become better at anything without critique. If I was properly reviewing Mecha Jammer, graphics wouldn't be included in the final score at all because of my disdain for pixelated graphics, even though this is first time ever that pixelated graphics made me not play it. I do think that Mecha Jammer has some really good ideas to be perfected and utilized in other games and has that proper CRPG vibe that is hard to explain. Unfortunately, it needs a lot more work on its systems, balancing and polish. If devs continue improving the game for a longer period, then this might one day become a game that paved the way for so many other brilliant CRPGs in future. I truly hope so, because even with my inability to look at it, I can still see tons of potential and appeal. Thanks for watching and see you soon.